Hey, y'all. We're back for another week and Tip Tuesday. Remember, in April, we're talking about magic, what it is, and how to live your authentic magic. So, 2 weeks ago, we had a Tip Tuesday where I talked about defining magic for yourself and not letting anybody else define it for you. And in that Tip Tuesday video, I talked about how my version of magic may not be the same as yours, and that's okay, vice versa, and it's okay. So today, what I want to talk about is if you've defined what magic means to you, don't keep it to yourself. Talk about your version of magic with other people. And the reason I'm saying this is twofold, probably more than twofold, but I want to talk about two reasons why to share your version of magic with others. One, actually, I do want to talk about more. One, when you talk about your version of magic, it helps to solidify for you how you define your magical practice and what it means to you. It also helps you to be able to learn from others. If you're sharing what your magic is and I'm sharing what my magic is, then we can learn from each other. We see if we have similarities, we see if we have differences, and where we have differences, we can talk about those. And it doesn't mean that we're telling each other that our separate versions of magic are wrong, but it allows us to discuss and learn from each other. If we practice magic in different ways, you may do something, or your definition of magic may include something that I've never thought of, but which might really resonate with me. And if we don't talk about it, then there's no way for me to know that. And the same goes with if my magic could teach you something that you've never thought of, but that you could take from. So, sharing our magic that way helps us to solidify it for ourselves, and it also helps us to learn from others. Third, it helps others learn that authentic magic is okay. There are so many people who have been told that their version of magic is not authentic. And if they haven't learned to define it for themselves, then they may feel like they're invalid or that their magic isn't sacred. Unfortunately, there are a lot of magic gatekeepers who say that magic is a certain thing and that if you don't practice magic in that way, then you're not your magic isn't real. So by talking about our own authentic versions of magic openly, we can show others that it's not all the same and we can define our own magic. So that's what our challenge this week is in Tip Tuesday, is to start talking about magic with others and how we define it, how we practice, and what it means to us. So there you go. Another short and sweet tip for Tip Tuesday, but I think it's a very powerful one. So go forth into the world, you beautiful magic beings, and share your authentic magic with someone else. Talk about it. Don't keep it all into yourself. I do realize that it's not exactly safe for everybody to be 100% open and talk about magic. There was a time I would not have ever been on YouTube talking publicly about magic or what I think magic is, but there are ways to do this and to define your magic and share it with others in a less than open way. Thankfully, the internet makes that magically possible. So, yes, go forth into the world this week and share your definition of magic with somebody, and then let me know below how it goes. Thank you.